Yo, stay wavy TV, ride the vibe with me, splash through your screen, drip clean like the sea, high tide energy, never on mute. From the sound, let the motion move.
Miami Dolphins finally had the balls to bench Tua, and their rookie quarterback just did something for the first time since Dan Marino. You heard that right. The Dolphins rookie quarterback, Quinn Ewers, just did something that no Dolphins rookie quarterback has done since Dan Marino, man. Shout out to him. So Quinn Ewers has started 2 games in his NFL career, but he is already seeing his name mentioned alongside one of the Miami Dolphins' greatest players ever, Dan Marino. The Dolphins have gone through 27 starting quarterbacks since Marino retired. Now all of them were rookies. Of all those 27, Ryan Tannehill, Tua, Skylar Thompson, and John Beck have all started a game as a rookie. None of them was able to do what Quinn did. In Week 17, Quinn became the Dolphins' first rookie QB since 1983 to throw 2 touchdown passes in the first half of an NFL game. That's crazy, man. He did something that no other rookie quarterback for the Dolphins did since 1983, bro. Unbelievable, man. So Quinn looked much better and more consistent in his second game as the starter. The Dolphins need him to continue his growth. With questions surrounding the future of Tua, the Dolphins are hoping that the 7th round draft pick could become the starter next season. The Dolphins can't rely on the draft to find a suitable replacement for their QB situation if Tua leaves. I mean, where the hell is Tua gonna go? Like, what team in the NFL is gonna say, you know what? Let's go get Tua. Tua is awful, bro. He's had so many concussions. He doesn't even know how to properly dive. He doesn't know how to run with the ball and slide to the floor without diving head first into the defender. And he can't throw the ball accurately that far. Tua cannot accurately throw the ball far, which is what really has hurt the Dolphins. They went and got Tyreek Hill, who at the time was the best receiver in the NFL. But because Tua cannot accurately pass the ball that far, it hasn't benefited the team at all. So I don't know what team would be stupid enough to go get Tua. I'm sorry, man. So the free agent market is not expected to be good either. This puts more pressure on Quinn to develop into a starting NFL caliber quarterback, despite dropping to the last round of the 2025 NFL draft. So this is like some Tom Brady type shit, man. Hey, Quinn might be the next Dan Marino, Tom Brady, chat. Really Tom Brady, because remember, Tom Brady was drafted very low as well. So I think Dan Marino actually was the top pick in the draft. So Quinn was originally considered to be a first-round draft prospect. His 2024 season was not as good as his previous year, and that changed the way that most teams viewed him. The Dolphins believed he could develop. They're hoping that at minimum, Quinn can develop into a reliable backup, something that they haven't had since Matt Moore played with Tannehill. Now, I got to be honest, man. Ryan Tannehill had a lot of good moments on the Dolphins, man. I actually like Ryan Tannehill. It's unfortunate that he was unable to get the Dolphins over that hump. But Ryan Tannehill, while he was on the Dolphins, man, he had one of the best arms in the NFL. He's very underrated. Ryan Tannehill is a solid quarterback. I'm not going to say he's elite, but he's definitely a really good mid-tier quarterback, especially while he was playing for the Miami Dolphins. The 2 first half touchdowns may have tied a record set by Marino, but the more important part of this is that he isn't showing signs that the game is too fast for him. The Dolphins would be incredibly lucky if Quinn earned the starting job next season. Miami has been linked to potential draft picks at the position in April, but if Quinn Ewers can finish the 2025 season strong, the Dolphins may not feel the need to reach for another quarterback earlier than they may want to. The Miami Dolphins picked up their 7th win of the 2025 season in Week 17, defeating the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 20-17. Let's talk about that, y'all. Baker Mayfield, he started off this season looking like the MVP of the NFL, right? Baker Mayfield was playing the best football of his career to start the season. The fact that his team has lost like their last 6 or 7 games is embarrassing, bro. And this isn't a good look for Baker Mayfield because we already know the narrative that was circling Baker Mayfield's name when he was on the Cleveland Browns. They blamed him for Odell Beckham Jr. not having a good season. And And since he left, right, he's redeemed himself, right? Like after he left the Browns, it kind of looked like nobody wanted him. And the Tampa Bay Buccaneers ended up grabbing him up, right? He pretty much started at quarterback after Tom Brady retired. And Baker Mayfield has looked like one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. But we're starting to see a pattern with Baker Mayfield, man. It seems like he's unable to consistently, long-term wise, play at an elite level. And if that's the case, then Baker Mayfield may just not be that guy. Now, we do have to also bring up the fact that his team has had a lot of injuries this year and last year, so we can't entirely blame this on Baker Mayfield. But Baker, you should not be losing to the Miami Dolphins, bro. This is a Miami Dolphins team that you played against with a rookie quarterback that hadn't played all. This is only his second game he's played all season since he got drafted last year. The fact that you couldn't beat the Miami Dolphins, who in my opinion is the worst organization in NFL history, that's sad, bro. That's sad. And now you put yourself in a situation where you're in a wild card game, and if your team doesn't win the next game this weekend, then you guys are out of the playoffs. Not a good look for Baker Mayfield, man. So we'll see what happens, but I just had to bring that up, man, because Baker Mayfield, bro, like, I even gave him his credit, bro. I've been very critical of Baker Mayfield while he was on the Cleveland Browns. And the way that he was playing these first 5-6 games of the season, it was like Baker Mayfield was the best quarterback in the NFL. He was playing better than Pat Mahomes. He was playing better than Lamar Jackson. Like, Baker Mayfield was playing his ass off. And for him to finish the season off like this, it's embarrassing, bro. It's embarrassing. So the 2025 7th round pick completed 14 of 22 passes for 172 yards and 2 touchdowns. A massive improvement from his first career start a week ago against the Bengals. He looked comfortable running head coach Mike McDaniel's offense, something that has proven difficult for previous backups in Miami. Let's be honest, guys. Quinn might have saved Mike McDaniel's head coaching job, man. If Quinn didn't start over Tua and win these last 2 games, then Mike McDaniels probably would have gotten fired. Let's just call it what it is, man. They're going to have to start this guy next year. And, you know, it looks like the Miami Dolphins might have found their franchise quarterback. And I hope that's the case, man, because that's always been the biggest problem with the Dolphins. Like, since Dan Marino, they've been unable to really get a top-tier quarterback that can really do a good job at playing that quarterback position. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that their rookie is playing so well in his first 2 starts, I mean, you know, this is a good look for the Dolphins, man. It was that kind of performance that should give general manager Champ Kelly plenty to think about when deciding how to attack the QB position this offseason. With Tua, Dolphins' career all but over, finding a new starting QB is the top priority. Even if it's just as a bridge to the next franchise passer, Quinn proved that he has the talent to be that for Miami in 2026. Listen, I'm going to give the Miami Dolphins a game plan. Next season, they should start Quinn Ewers. They need to go out and get Jimmy Garoppolo. I believe Jimmy Garoppolo is the backup quarterback for the Rams. They need to give up some draft picks, get Jimmy Garoppolo, right? Or maybe not give up a draft pick. See if you could just make a trade for Jimmy Garoppolo. Because Jimmy Garoppolo, he's not even close to being as valued as he was when he took the 49ers to the Super Bowl, right? So you make a trade for Jimmy Garoppolo. You start Quinn Ewers at quarterback next year. See how he plays with a healthy Tyreek Hill. And if he plays well, leave him at the starting position. If the Dolphins end up losing their first 3 or 4 games, then start Jimmy Garoppolo. Jimmy Garoppolo, in my opinion, is the most underrated quarterback in the NFL. This guy took a team to the Super Bowl. He played very well for the Patriots when Tom Brady was injured. You know what I'm saying? He was going to take Tom Brady's starting position as the quarterback. And Tom Brady basically forced the Patriots to trade Jimmy Garoppolo. Right? Jimmy Garoppolo gets a lot of slack mainly because he decided to date a porn star. But if we're talking about what Jimmy Garoppolo does on the football field, he's a good quarterback, bro. I don't understand why he's not starting. Like, he could easily be on a team like the Dolphins where he could be starting. So that's what I would do if I was the Dolphins. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Do you guys think that Quinn Ewers Is the Dolphins his next franchise quarterback? Let me know in the comment section. It's your boy Wavy, Stay Wavy TV. Make sure y'all subscribe, thumbs up the video. I'm out.
Welcome to the vibe. Stay wavy in the mix. Got the culture on the rise. Tap in, hit subscribe, ring that bell, let it ride. We gon' surf through the trends, give you game every time. Reviews, new views, keep it honest, never fake. If you're looking for the wave, this the channel you embrace. Stay